Today we're going to do an opposing joint workout. A little bit of mobility and coordination involved in this workout, but importantly, what wires together fires together in the brain. We can use that theory to saturate the brain more and to get a better connection from that brain to the body. So the opposing joints in the body are opposite joint structures that work in unison together in a different range of motion. Let me explain. Your feet and your hands look exactly the same, work exactly the same, and fire exactly the same in the brain. Your knees and your elbows are also the same joint. They're a hinge joint. Your hips and your shoulders work exactly the same way in the brain. Your wrists, your ankles, your lower back, your upper back, your jaw and your pelvic floor and coccyx region. These are all the opposing joints in the body. So we're going to use that theory in order to get a really great workout and saturate the brain a little bit deeper. You're going to stand on your left foot and you're going to start to rotate your right ankle. Then the opposing joint to that is your left wrist. So you're going to start to rotate the left wrist also at the same time. Whew. Your brain right now is going, oh my gosh, my brother-sister joint are working together. This is amazing. So keep rotating there and now reverse the rotation. Good. This is a great hack to know because if I do injure a joint, I have another joint, an opposing joint I can work on to help heal it faster. So if I injure my right ankle, I can mobilize my left wrist and heal that faster because what wires together fires together. Let's go 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other side, stabilizing on the right leg. Start rotating the left ankle and the right wrist at the same time. Big circles. One side of the body is going to feel strange. One way to circle compared to an opposite circle is going to feel weird too. That's all okay. There's no right or wrong way here. Reverse the circle and the wrist. Let's go 5 more seconds there. 3, 2, 1. Perfect, like swap sides. So now let's stand again back onto our left on our stabilizing leg. We're going to start rotating the knee here, which means we're going to have to rotate the left elbow. So I've got my right knee rotating. Now my left elbow is going to join in on the party. Ooh, this takes a lot of coordination, a lot of balance, a lot of control, a lot of stability, a lot of accuracy, and it's a complex move. Your cerebellum right now in your brain, which deals with accuracy, balance, and coordination, is having a party. Let's change the loop direction. It's quite unique to do these kind of movements together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good for the hip flexor as well, making that strong. Let's go the other side. Rotating the knee, rotating the elbow, stabilizing, get those feet gripped into the ground. Let's reverse. You'll have one way that likes to move, one way that doesn't like to move. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but this is apparent in my brain at the moment because this way feels weird compared to this way. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Let's give those legs a little bit of a break. We'll come back to them in a minute, up to the hips. But instead what we're going to do is we're going to work the upper thoracic, so the upper back compared to the lower back. What I want you to do is grab your wrists, your elbows, and push your elbows away from you. Now in this semi-hunch position in the upper part of your back, can you tail tuck here for me? So making an arch in your back and then tucking it under whilst you're in this rounded position up the top. This is going to take some serious compartmentalizing here. It's going to be difficult for some people. Good. Now can you squeeze your shoulder blades back and do the same range of motion here with that lower back. Whew, a little bit difficult. Now you're going to try and add the two together. You're going to push out and squeeze back. And push out and squeeze back. Trying to make it a little bit more fluid. Whew, there's a lot happening here. A lot of opposing joints working here. A lot of brain training. Brain straining, I should have called it. Keep going. 5, 4. Doesn't matter if you're getting it wrong or if it feels rigidy or stuck. It's all good. 3, 2, 1. Whew, good. Relax there. Let's come back onto the right stabilizing leg. hold that right leg, and you're going to start to circle the left hip. Then we're going to start to circle the right arm. Now, option A is what I'm doing here with the arm. If that's too much for you, bend the elbow and just do a smaller circle, a more controlled circle through that shoulder. Otherwise, you can try a big loop here. Takes a lot of balance, a lot of stabilizing on this leg, which means our brainstem's working pretty hard on that side to stabilize us. Let's reverse that. Whew, circle the other way. These movements, like I'm sweating, my heart rate's pumping, because not only are you moving your joint structures, stimulating your brain, but you're also pumping blood and lymph. You have like 12 liters of lymph in your body that need pumping. Good. 3. No, you stay there. 2. 1. Ooh, it burns that leg. Let's go the other way. Let's stabilize on the left leg. I'm going to turn this way a little bit. You're going to start rotating through the right hip. Left shoulder swings around. Good. Remember, option to go smaller with that movement too. Big pumping. This would be a great one to do first thing in the morning to switch that whole body on. Let's reverse the circles. Oh, got a hip crack. Keep going, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Now I'm doing some big hip circles. Good, rotating those hips, which means we're also going to rotate the opposite or the opposing joints, which is your shoulders. So like we did before, but just a shorter version of it. Big circles, big circles. Let's reverse that, going the other way. Big deep breaths, moving those joints out of their normal range of motion. Body loves it, the brain loves it. 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to work up a little bit higher through the neck. So I'm going to push my hips to the left as I look right. Push my hips to the right as I look left. So now we're kind of working coccyx, lower back, neck. Good. We're doing this with a hip width position of the feet. We will try with them a little bit closer together, but it is more difficult. Let's go 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet together and try, it's more difficult, but try and stick the hip out. Like, whoop. No, that way. Good. If you saw me training in the gym like this, you're going to be going, this chick's a weirdo. I love it. I don't care if I'm a weirdo because my brain is absolutely firing on all cylinders right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's widen the legs up. This time you're going to do a big circle. Not up high here like the hula hoops, you're actually getting the knees involved. So if I go from the side, it's kind of looking like that. So we're trying to circle the hips, the coccyx, the knees all at once. Now as I do that, I'm going to rotate my neck. So I'm going to look down on the floor and then start to do a circle. You're going to get quite dizzy doing this because so many things are moving and grooving in the brain here to get you moving like this. When you get a little bit woozy or dizzy, just stabilize in the center and go the other way. Now I look like a fool. But what my brain is experiencing right now is a lot of information, a lot of saturation in a lot of different regions. Okay, I'm getting a bit woozy now, so I'm going to stop. Recenter myself. This time I'm going to stretch the left toes out, bring out my right hand, grab onto the right fingers, push the fingers down to the ground. So I'm doing the same thing, stretching, stretching. I'll add a bit of a rotation in here as I stretch that hand, still stretching the toes out. Relax there, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, and then we're going to grip strength, the toes, and the hands. So I've got my left foot and my right hand here at the same time. Beautiful. Let's go the other way. Stretching the right toes out. Left hand, grab onto the fingers of the left hand, push them down to the ground. Big rotation through that wrist. Nice stretch of that right foot. It actually feels amazing doing these opposing joints. Good. Let's wiggle the fingers and the toes. Move the ankle as well. Then grip strength both. Perfect. We're going to finish off with a little bit of left and right brain hemisphere interaction. Hands up behind the head, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Just to finish off, really saturating all parts of our brain. Good. Let's go for 10 more seconds here. Oh, I can't believe how much of a sweat I'm getting doing this. As I said, this would be such a great workout first thing in the morning to get flow happening in the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go at the back, touching my left to my right. Stepping it out. Good. It should only take you about 10 minutes and you're going to feel amazing for the rest of the day. Perfect. Relax there. Bring your feet together. Stand up nice and tall. I want you to take two big deep breaths with a longer exhale. Okay, I'm doing 3. And just notice how that body feels. You have done so much more in this workout than you probably know, than just going for a walk or a run or going to the gym, because you've worked every single joint structure here. You've stimulated every paired joint in the brain, saturated so many parts of the brain, so you should be feeling amazing. This is a great one for people who do struggle with pain, who do struggle with immobility. Get more into this stuff.